Hey folks, so this is my first video in over a year. Yeah, it's been a year for sure. So I feel like I owe everybody just a little bit of explanation. A lot of my viewers are friends and family and stuff, so they pretty much know what's going on, but you know, like so many others, I've been affected this past year just from the world. I'm changing careers, searching for a better career. It's been hectic for sure. But the thing is, you know, this isn't the first time I've had a reset in my life. In fact, it's the third time maybe. Yeah, about third time I've just completely kind of reset, you know. I think that's important. I think sometimes you just have to reevaluate what's important to you, to your family, and make adjustments. You know, sometimes you think you know what you want in life, and you go for it, put everything into it, whether that's a career or a hobby or what have you. But I think oftentimes you might find that maybe that wasn't what you wanted after all. I've always, in my adult life, been pretty career oriented, always seeking that next step, that next promotion, always driving hard to do what needed to be done. And unfortunately, I, in the process, developed a habit of ignoring other aspects of life, other important aspects of life. And I just had to reevaluate that, you know. But you know, here's to the future. Here's to a new beginning. You know, slight detour in the path of life, and it's no big deal, really. You know, I've taken a huge pay cut, but you know, you make adjustments. You just cut out all of the bullshit. You know, there's a lot of things we don't need that we think are important, but they're really not. You know, redirecting my financial focus to things that are actually useful for more than one purpose, or things like that. Less toys, more tools, I would say. Not necessarily you know, a wrench or a hammer or anything like that, but just various different things to ensure that I can not only provide but care for and maintain mine and my family's lives. That's what's important to me right now. You know, I think, like a lot of others, I have felt that's things like that have been threatened over the past couple years. Just our ability to rely on basically the constructs of society to help us maintain our livelihoods or maintain our lives is we've seen that crack. We have seen that nearly break down, and in some cases completely break down. So we've my wife and I, we've you know, we've made some decisions, and I guess taken on a couple new projects, nothing too big, but just some things that we want to do to help ensure sustainability, at least to a point. Now, are we going to go build a cabin in the woods? No. I would love to. I really would. I don't have the skills. I don't have the finances. I don't have a lot of things that it would require to go do that. I think it's a great thought. A lot of people, I mean, you see it all over Facebook. And would you live in this cabin for $1 million? Yeah, of course I would. Sure. You give me $1 million, I'll go live in that cabin in the woods. But realistically, not everybody can go do that. So instead, you have to find ways to ensure your reliance, your self-reliance on yourself and your family and friends, your circle of people, your close circle. We really can't continue this reliance on everyone else. We've seen that is not sustainable. It's not reliable. When small things happen over here, they affect things over there, and because today's world is just so tied together that one little hiccup can really just do a lot of damage to supply chains and society, social constructs, social norms. It's a crazy world out there, for sure. So yeah, not necessarily rebuilding from scratch. My family and I have a good foundation. We've got a lot to fall back on in a lot of different ways. So it's just about realigning your priorities. That's what I'm doing, and I encourage everyone to evaluate that in their own lives and push forward. If you are in a position, a job, a situation that, I'm not going to say everything has to make you happy, but if you feel like you can't continue anymore, dig out, find a way out, develop a plan, put it into place, and get out of that situation. Our lives are way too short. I'm learning that with each passing year. You can't wait. You can't be miserable. You are worth some level of happiness. No one can be all smiles and rainbows all the time. You can't do it. It's unrealistic. But you also can't go to the other side of the spectrum. You can't be miserable all the time. You cannot wake up every day and just dread everything that has to be done, whether it's work or caring for your family or tolerating someone who is just completely insufferable. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Whatever you have in front of you that you think might be worth it in the short term, I promise you in the long term it's not. Get out. Like I said, make a plan and get out. It's as simple as that, folks. With that said, I'll stop preaching, and hope you enjoy the video. I know Raven and I here we've had a good time today, and yeah, enjoy, and hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.